This is it, fellas. Time to take care of business and bring home that W. There ain't no other option. Just win, baby.
And boy, the faces in that huddle look very, very focused. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. One of the guys we're watching out for today, the Prodigy.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
Well, this is a special matchup we've got here today. Two of the great franchises in this league. A lot of great games between these two clubs over the years, Clark.
You know what? I think if you ask them, Steve, as far as they're concerned, this game counts double time in the standings. It really holds a lot of weight with it.
Nelson from outside can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
It sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. That was just almost hard to comprehend.
Here's Butler following the score by Derrick Rose. Here's Garcia, and that's good for two. And guys, pretty interesting comments he had after their last game.
A little bit of a strange statement is what I took from him. I mean, he definitely has high aspirations for himself, but also came off as rather disrespectful.
Well, at the end of the day, Clark, I mean, if you're on his team, you have to be happy, I think, about his commitment to winning. It's easy to put up with a little attitude if you know the guy's giving his all. It's just a question of, is he going to become selfish as a player? That's where he has to draw the line.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. When you look at the numbers, impressive.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Garcia dishes to Gibson. Garcia against Rose. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Now, here's Chalmers. After the miss from Joakim Noah. Miami shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
As a team, they're down there around 72% from the stripe.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Garcia. Rebounded by Granger.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And the call will go against the Prodigy. That's his first foul. Chalmers against Butler. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Here's Martin. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Martin's got his first points in this one. Nelson kicks to Garcia. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Chalmers with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
And he really competed defensively, too, Kevin. 3 steals.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. A look at Chicago. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Miami. They're 7th best in the conference.
I think for the Bulls, they've come out strong. I mean, sitting high atop the standings in the early going. A bit surprising, but very impressive, too.
Well, such a talented roster, Clark, and they're leaving no doubt. I mean, this is a team with a chance to go all the way.
Count that one.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside.
Garcia.
Listen to the noise these fans are making for him.
Yeah, I think he may be as well liked here as any player across the league.
Miami leading by 6. Oden kicks to Cole. Beasley outside. Pass the hoop. Back to Beasley. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. No luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. And you don't get too many better looks from that range.
And for the Heat, they've got Beasley. He's out there with Oden. And it's House in at the 3 spot.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Miami?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
And for Chicago, Garcia in at small forward. Taj Gibson is out there with Anderson Varejao. And it's Jameer Nelson. Here's Rose. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Rose has got 6 points.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Derrick Rose is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Oden. And it's House in at the 3 slot. Dishes it to Garcia. Charity stripe shot. Oden with the rebound. Oden's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The prodigy in their last time out against the Spurs got down to business. He had 49 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified for it.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Rose with another miss. That's doubting for Chicago. They won that game against San Antonio.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Chalmers pass to Rose. Back to Chalmers. Pass to Rose. Makes the lead pass. And that one's good. House.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Oden. And it's Martin in for Michael Beasley. Nelson against Rose. He kicks it to Bosh. That one goes. Count it.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Nelson dishes to Garcia. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Chalmers, averaging 10 points per contest. Left side Rose. And it's blocked by Nelson. Outside, Garcia. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's a lively Friday evening here at 2K.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we return, a lovely view of the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Inside, Gibson and Noah. Jimmy Butler is out there at Jameer Nelson. And it's Garcia in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it. And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And Steve, you know, he's also got a full arsenal of moves in the post. I mean, you can't believe how many tricks this guy has up his sleeves. He's full of them.
And so Garcia nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Rose off the pick from Granger. And it's Rose penetrating. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
Bulls trail by 6. Now, here is Nelson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Noah. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throw. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Bulls in second.
They've been playing so smart lately. Just the way they move the ball and they share it. They're always finding good looks.
And he can't hit the second. The Heat leading by 5. And it's Granger penetrating. And Rose throws it down. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Granger with the ball. And it's Nelson picking him up. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Garcia. And Nelson gets it to go.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Double team on Rose. Feeds it to Buck. 6 on the shot clock. Granger with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Now Nelson, averaging 8 points a game. He feeds it to Butler. The dish to Garcia. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Heat leading by 7. Bosch, a screen on Gibson. They double him with Noah. Nelson against Rose. And here is Chalmers. Granger outside. A 3-ball. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And it's Miami with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Lets it go from deep. Granger can't get that one to fall.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Stolen by Chalmers. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Doubled by Garcia. Martin, the pass to Rose. On the wing, Granger. There's the three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game.
Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. 6th in fewest turnovers per game. And they are in the top third of the league in assists. The quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And what jumps out at me, Clark, is the three-point percentage that you talked about. This is a team that you have to defend all over the floor. And it becomes such a task defensively when you have to cover out to the three-point line, because now it opens up passing and driving lanes inside.
Granger outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Garcia goes in. That's good. Garcia's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Rose dishes to Chalmers. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Beasley outside. Miami needs to get a shot off. Puts it up. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Beasley. And the Heat lead by 8. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And there's the feet to Wade. Back to Garcia. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Wade kicks to Garcia. And that one's good. Garcia's got 21 in the game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the Heat all-time here. And while there's a break, here's a collection of the shooting guards that have made an impact with their passing this season. The leading assist men among 2 guards. Number 5 is Dwayne Wade.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. They can really all create their own shot, but they're superb setup men as well.
You know, I enjoy seeing that mindset in the shooting guard where basically you're saying, I'm going to attack at all times, but if it's not there for me, I can drop a dime on you just as easily.
Garcia passes to Gibson. Kicks it out to Garcia. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Back to Rose. The pass to Granger. Outside Rose. Unloads from 13. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Unlated kicks to Garcia. He passes to Gibson. Back to Garcia. Shoots from the elbow. Another one falls for Chicago.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Heat, up by 2.
NBA season is in full swing. The Detroit Pistons.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Heat. Danny Granger out there with Martin. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Derrick Rose. Garcia.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible. The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
The Heat making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. Outside Rose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Nelson.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He has 11 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
Chicago trailing here. Garcia sets the screen for Nelson. Passes it to Garcia. Back to Nelson. And the three ball is good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Rose. And Garcia with the block. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. And that's now 30 points for the Prodigy. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's Granger. Miami no good on that time either. Now the Bulls with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Garcia kicks to Nelson. Back to Garcia. He dishes it to Butler. Butler off a pick from Garcia. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Granger's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that one goes long.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Gibson dishes to Garcia. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 8-point Bulls lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Right, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Nelson, the pass to Garcia. Kicks it to Gibson. Deflected. It's stolen by Martin. Chalmers with it. Butler covering. Martin with a screen on Nelson. Rose kicks to Martin. Back to Rose. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
They get it back. Gets the bucket.
And defensively, they're starting to look for answers, because ever since halftime, they've been disjointed out there.
Rose kicks to Granger. Looking to get back on track here. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight. Chicago leading by 6. Garcia, Granger covering, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it different. They'll count the basket.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. The Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting. Gibson dishes to Garcia. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 8. And Chalmers kicks to Rose. Bosch hits the pick for Rose.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Butler passes to Garcia. Back to Butler. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And the basket good. That's 36 points for the Prodigy.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobweb. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. .103 left here in the fourth quarter. Granger left side. Clock at 6.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in the slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
And the Heat shooting the ball at 42%. Here is Chalmers. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And so they foul intentionally. .34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Butler dishes to Noah. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Garcia. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Garcia's got 38 points.
Serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And Cole kicks to Oden. Makes it off the glass.
Beautiful dish down low.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Cole, he's guarded by Verajao. Outside, Jamison. From the arc. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Both teams played well, but